video of Team Adam's teaching, and today we're going to be looking at markups or taxes and also discounts and finding out when a price changes by a certain amount how much that new amount is. First off, just to look at a few things, discount. And a discount is basically when you deduct or subtract an amount from the usual price. And you see these often in stores. If you go to buy something and the store says 30% off, then you get to take money off of the original price. Markup and taxes. So markup is the amount that you add to the cost of items to cover the cost of everything else. So for example, if a store buys a chair for $5 from the manufacturer who makes them, if they charge $5 to their customer, then they won't have made any money, and in fact they'll have lost money because they have to pay for employees, they have to pay rent for the store they have to pay for the electricity and the water and everything else. All of those costs, also known as overhead. And so in order to pay for those, they have to charge more than that $5, and they want to be able to make a profit too. So maybe they'll charge 60% more than the original price to cover all of their costs and still be able to make a profit on that $5 chair. And then taxes, when we pay for something and we have to give taxes to the state, in that regard, we have to pay more than what the original price was. So it's a similar type of thing like a markup. And here's how we do that. Increase. You basically take whatever percent they give you and add it to the 100%. If they give you a decrease, you subtract that from 100% and then find its answer. We've got these fun, fancy formulas here. The increase. It's the 100% plus what you had, the increase of percent divided by 100 multiplied by the given number. Although it's easier than that, it looks kind of tricky. Same thing for the decrease. You take the 100% that you had for the price, subtract out the percent that you don't have to pay, divide by 100 times the given number. But again, I'll show you how that works, and it's not as complicated as what you see here. So first off, we have 8 meters and we're going to increase it by 25%. So if it's an increase, what we need to do is decide how much we are going to pay. 8 meters. That was 100% of the cost, but now they're telling us we have to pay 25% more. So in this case, we are going to be paying 125% of the total, or the meters, are going to increase by 125%. So we can take that and divide it by 100, which basically just means we're going to turn it into a decimal number because we can't use percents. And the way to do that is to move the decimal point 2 places left, 1.25, and then multiply by whatever it is you're looking for. It was 8 meters. We're going to increase it by 125% of that. So multiply the two together and you get 10 meters. So same thing here with our 50 points. We're going to decrease it by 26%. And in order to do this, we are going to start with noticing it's a decrease, which means it's going to be less than the 100%. This was the 100%, its original number, but now we're going to decrease that by 26%. And when we do that, we end up with 74%. So we're going to decrease this by and only have 74% left. In order to do that, we're going to divide by 100 shortcut, move the decimal point 2 places to the left, 0.74. And again, the formula basically says multiply the percent times the original number or the given number. And so we do that times 50. We do 0.75 times 50, we end up with 35 points. So your goal here, find out what the new percent is, change it to a decimal, and then multiply by the number they gave you. I've got 2 more added in problems over this way. $75 or $72.50, and it's going to get marked up 35%. Mark up. That means we're not going to just pay 100% anymore, the $72.50. We're going to pay 100% plus an additional 35%. I'm going to write over my ruler picture here. So we're going to be paying 135%. As a decimal number, that's 1.35. And if we multiply that by 7250, we end up with an answer of 97.875. However, if we look at the original part, it was money. Money doesn't go that far. Tenths, hundredths is where it ends. We have it to the thousandths. So I'm going to write this as 97.8. And I look here, the 5 and up, make this round up to an 8. $97.88. We don't usually have taxes or in Oregon, but we do leave tips. And so our last one here is going to be, we had a bill for our groceries, and our bill for the restaurant would be $36.72. And we're going to leave a tip of 18%. So again, I'm going to be paying 18% more than the 100%, the original number we had. So I'm going to end up paying 118%. But I can't multiply by a percent, so I make it a decimal, and I get 1.18. And I multiply it by the number. We had 36.72 was our bill. So we multiply the 2 up, and we get 43.3296. However, we're talking about money again, so we're going to have to cut it off here. Look at the number after it. It's a 9, so I'm going to have to round this 2 up to a 3. $43.33. So if you went to a restaurant, spent $36.72, but wanted to leave your waiter an 18% tip, you would end up spending the $43.33 total in order to give that tip to that person. So this is how you use markups, discounts, taxes, tips, all of those things. Just decide if it's a markup or a markdown. If it's a markup, add the percent to 100 and multiply by the number. If it's a discount, you subtract that number from 100 and multiply it by the number they gave you. And that is it. All right, till next time, this is Team Adams Teaching.